Good morning, comrade subscribers. So, what I've got here, a pair of Oril BK-08s from Ukraine, ZX Speccy clones, of course. So, quite a nice feeling keyboard actually. So yeah, I don't know if they work. Looks like 91. So this one, let's zoom in a bit. So this one is date stamped November 1991. We've got something similar there. And what's this one? So I think they're all pretty much, yeah, so this would be, I think it was December 91. I think December 91 was the breakup of the Soviet Union. So this one is Soviet. Blurry. Hello, McFly. And this one is post-Soviet. Oh, come on, man. There we go. So this is what, August 92. So quite interesting actually. There we go. Go back out again. McFly, wake up. There we go. So slightly different design. It looks like this one's got, well, it would have had volume control perhaps on that side. NMI reset. But it's just interesting the way that the keyboard almost looks like it's detachable. Maybe it is, I don't know. It almost looks like it's detachable because it is pretty much a separate component. The interesting thing also is that it we're not focusing very well today, are we? Runs on plus 24 volts, which is interesting. So we've got our, I guess that's the RGB. Yep, RGB cassette and joysticks. Interesting. One weighs heavy, one weighs more than the other as well. Yeah, so 24 volts, which is unusual. This is why I've got this. Oh, I'm going to stop and start. Right, are we focusing better this time? So we've got our 220 volts, 220 volts in, 50 hertz, 28 volt amps, and 0.4 of an amp out at 24 volts. Regulatory warning, I guess. And this is a 92, so I guess this one goes with the 92 machine. There we go, the fuse rating. And does it mean it's double insulated? That's why you don't need an earth. So, okay. There's the, not really a 2.1mm plug, is it? Maybe it's the same size, I don't know. But yeah, we got our standard. So we'll chop that off. And we'll open up the pack. Well, no, okay. It has been suggested that I should try powering it on first, but to test it. So I can power it on. Thing is, I could already have an RGB cable. I'm not sure what the pin, it is RGB plus sync. I'm not sure what the pinout is. I'm gonna have to look up the schematic or the manual. But I guess we can just try powering it on, see if we get an LED. So I will chop the cable off and try that. Before I replace the plug, I like to, well, you know, we need to fuse the active, not the neutral. So I don't know which one that is until I open it up. So let's just plug it into an adapter first, and then plug this into the back. I guess we'll know if I guess it'll beep. Actually, or no, we should hear the little key press sound, shouldn't we? Okay. I don't know what that means. I don't see any power LED on this one. So it could be we're not getting 24 volts out. Let us check on the voltmeter. Yeah. Oh, the other interesting thing is that it's got an expansion port. So quite a neat machine, actually. I'd have to say it's up with the what was the other one? I lent it to Mr. Lurch. Can't remember the name. It was also Ukrainian, and it actually has got the same style keys, so I guess came out of the same factory. But I do like this key action. Rus, R-A, Lat, Alt. No, Alt, not Alt, okay. Reg. Upper. Right. Okay. Let us. Where's the other thingamajig? Okay. So, don't know whether it's center positive or center negative. All right, 28 volts, about 28 volts unloaded. So it's not regulated. 28, 27 volts. Okay. So power supply is working. Let's try the other machine. No, I don't know if there's no on-off switch that I can see. Okay. Of course, it depends whether there's an internal speaker as well. But this one, we've got a panel light. So we will have to see. So power supply is working. Let's get these out of the way. One machine's working at least. So I guess in this part, as is traditional, we have a look at how the power supply is built. So first we'll have a look. So I remember this is block Britannia, which is power supply or something like that. And it's a BP1. Okay. So I don't know what this is interesting. It's got an arrow, so let's maybe unscrew that. Oh, yeah, well, let's unscrew that to see what that is. Maybe that's just the fuse holder. Otherwise, looks like maybe we have to remove the feet to get to the screws. That's just the internal screws to hold the transformer in place. Yep, okay, screws are in there. So let's have a look at this one first, see what this is. Okay. Oh yeah, it's just the fuse holder. Very good. Okay, cool. back in place. All right. Okay, let's get the feet out. Ugh. I guess that's the bloody the security putty. Yep, there we go. That's just the security putty to make sure, to prove that you haven't opened it up. Looks like this one looks like earwax. Ugh. All right, so I'll do these 3 screws and I'll be back. Flatheads are undone. Oh, okay. Very cool. I just love the transformer. So I've not seen the diodes like that before. So I haven't seen them like that. So they do quite interesting range of different sorts of diodes, don't they? And then what, we've got our inductor here, is it? So is it a choke or something? So we've got, okay, so, all right, that's that's the output, obviously. This is the input. So I just need to check which of these pins is connected to the fuse, and that'll be my active. Okay, so I'll do here. Undo here. Okay, swing that around, or maybe undo this one too. Now I can swing it around. Okay, let's check. Let us check connectivity. All right, so this one's active. All right. So I think that's active. Yeah, that's active there. Okay. I should probably do both, but I'll just jam this one in first. If I can, I don't know if I can actually take this. No, I can't take the screw the whole way out. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, let me fiddle around with this. This is just changing a plug. Oh yeah, can do that. So the idea is that because this has already got a loop on it, I can just do that. Maybe. Anyway, let me fiddle happy with the way. So what I'm going to do is I've opened it up. I'm just going to chop it off and then probably tin it. And I'll do the same for that one there. All right, done. So you can see we've got it hooked around that, so we've got a bit of strain relief there as well. So, okay. Right, the power supply plug has been converted. Now let's have a look why this needs 24 volts. So we have no screws up the top here. Let's just zoom out a bit. There we go. Although I should do the top down, shouldn't I? No screws up the top. And we've got 4 screws here. That looks glued on. So I assume we just undo these 4 screws. Right, let me go get the GoPro. My youngest son has been using it, so I might have to charge it up actually. Is that enough? Is there something under there? I don't want to pull those off. I don't have to. No, doesn't look like it. It's just the screws haven't been taken out far enough. So it looks like maybe this has been opened because the security earwax has been removed from that particular screw hole. That one looks like there was security earwax on that one as well. Okay. Right. Oh, okay. Oop. Oh, okay. Looks like I'll just, yeah. Okay. Oh. Gotta keep. Oh, okay. So it looks like I've lost two of these posts that fell on the floor. I'll be back. Nope, it was just the screws. So, does this just lift off? Looks like it just lifts off. So, keyboard soldered on there. I'm assuming it's going to be soldered on there. Is there just a clip at the back or something? Yeah, some sort of clips. There we go. Okay. Okay, so keyboard can go through here. Okay, there's a fuse there. Alright, so here's an internal power supply there, I would say. I was wondering what we're doing. Looks like we've got a clone, maybe East German clone Z80. Alright, I'm going to have to... Everything's soldered on, of course, although this... Let's have a closer look. We've got that there, which I'm assuming we can move, which will allow us to... We've got the power supply kind of in there, so we take our 24 volts in. You can see a heatsink, so I assume we've got regulators there. We've got a fuse there, another fuse. So I'll pull that apart. There's the keyboard. And let's just undo this a little bit. So maybe, whoops. Yeah, it gives us a little bit more leeway. Okay. So 3 parts. So I can't say that I'm keen on the soldered in ribbon cables. I usually replace those if I can. I might be able to do that in this case, although it gets a bit confusing. Yeah, all right. I think let's check out the power supply next. Right, let's try the top-down perspective. So, keyboard. Yeah, I can't really disconnect any of this, can I? So this is the 92 model, so this is technically post-Soviet. So let's have a look at the power supply. Ooh, I don't know what that looks like. I'll let's put it up there like that. So I'll probably zoom in on it later. So let's just disconnect it first. So we've got 24 volts coming in, and right, don't know. Won't know until we unscrew it. So yeah, so as I said, this is a ZX Spectrum clone, 64K. Looks like an East German Z80, so it'll be the 2mm pin spacing. Got a little fibre washers, so will that pick up now? No, we still got these. Okay, that's definitely, no, I've got a different screw here, countersunk. Yep, okay, that's it. Okay, so I'll give this a scrub. Might as well while I got it apart. There we go. Okay, we've got the if these are regulators, KT's 8059M. Very interesting. I don't know what the hell they are. We've got 2200 microfarads, 2200 microfarads, and something else. Probably go and replace those. So that's all axial. 0.2 microfarads, but what voltage is it? Alright, I might switch to the phone. And we've got our funny diodes here as well. I've not seen that type before. I'm not entirely sure. That looks quite small for a... That's a weird way of doing it. And then that one, so I don't know, unless this is a -5 volts. I should get the schematic. Actually, you can still get a couple of these new in box with documentation and everything, but they're about, oh, he's asking 600 or 600 Aussie. All right, let me switch to the other to the phone camera. All right, there we go. So yeah, I'm not sure what these are. Not seen those before. There's two of them. SB1, so Latin, and SB2, so SB1 and SB2. I don't know what that is. Yeah, quite a complex power supply. If you've got 24 volts in, obviously doing a lot more than just regulating it down to 5 volts, aren't you? So that's a KT805BM. So I don't know if that's your 7805. Can't remember off the top of my head, but I will check. Read the description, the video description. I normally put a lot of info there. Not sure what that is. It's got a 6GA1 written on it, and this little fellow that's back to front, I'm not sure what he is. We have to take him off. Yeah, cool. All right, so actually I might power it up and then just check what voltages are coming out. Check what voltages we've got going into there. There's our RAM, which is a standard 5 volt RAM. Actually, where's the ROM? This machine has no RAM. That could be a problem. I assume that's where the ROM's supposed to go there, and there ain't none. So that could be why it doesn't do nothing. Don't do nothing. It powers up, but then it does nothing. So that could be why. Right, let's try, because I want to. Don't know if I can replace this one. This is quite thin. This one I can replace once I figure out what the voltage is. Have a look at the. It's quite an interesting kind of mechanism. We'll push it in one-handed. There we go. All right, let's check voltages. Okay, so let's power on. Okay, LED is on. DC voltage, so let us check what that one is there. Okay, that's 5 volts. What's the one next to it? 13 volts, okay. One next to it, -6, let's say -5 volts. That'll be ground. What's this blue one? Blue one is 5.1 volts. And we've got a couple more there. Be careful we don't short something. Oh, it's the time for lunch, Mama. Okay, and that is nothing. That might be ground. That's +5 volts. Oh, there we go. 6. No, that's 0. So that might be ground as well. So it might be continuity. I might just test the continuity. I shouldn't test continuity whilst powered on. No, alright, something different. Alright, 13 volts, -5 volts, and a couple of 5 volts. Interesting. Oh, it would have been easier if I just tested it on here. Yeah, let's just test it on here again, I guess. So, assume that's ground. Ah, it's a continuity test. Silly Billy. Power is on. -25 volts. What? Okay. No, that track's broken. -25. -25. -30. Okay, so that's obviously not ground, even though it's, I don't know. All right, we'll figure it out from the schematics. So let's just have a quick look, end off the video, because I want to clean the plastics. But yeah, so there's our clone Z80, missing proms, so it's probably 2mm leg spacing, but I should be able to squeeze some imperialist capitalist ROMs in. So here's our RAM, so it's 64 kilobit, 64x1, I think these ones are, KR565RU5V, so 5 volts. And then pretty much the good thing is there's no ULA, so there's no main chip that can go wrong and you're stuffed. So hopefully, if it's just a matter of putting in the missing ROMs, this one might work. I do like these capacitors. These are actually quite heavy, so I think there might be niobium or something in them. Don't know. But yeah, I also need to, what's that little dodgy patch? I also need to do the RGB, which would be this one here, I guess. RGB plus audio. Yeah, there is no speaker in here anyway, so I'm not going to hear the dit. So that'll probably be on here. RGB, sync, and mono audio. So I assume that's a 7-pin DIN then. So I've probably got a cable that might already do it. I'm not sure. I have to look it up. And there's our little clear crystal. All right, so interesting little machine, an almost detachable keyboard, laser etched key caps. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this working. Power supply is interesting. Okay, that's it for now.